In your daily lives, how many of you are into Facebook? Can you please show of hands? Others are not so sure yet. Okay, I open my Facebook almost every hour. Okay, because of it becomes part of me. A couple of weeks ago, I actually talked to one of my nieces, and I asked her, "Wow, are you into Facebook?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm into Facebook, so you must be doing something with the social media and everything." She's only around, I think, 12 years old. And I said, "So you're into Facebook?" And then she replied with a smirk. Okay, said, "We don't do Facebook." Okay. She only uses Twitter or Instagram. Okay. So if you're doing Facebook, then you're the old generation. That's us. So why am I saying that? Because if you talk about service, we might be thinking of service from the context of our experience. But if you look at what's going on, your new customers are not our generation. Your new customers are our children, my students. I've been teaching LaSalle for 20 years, and I've seen how they changed from who they were to what they are now. Okay? And oftentimes, if you talk about that, how do we now deal with them? So what I want to talk about would be 4 things. I want to talk about customer experience. What is it now? Second, I want to highlight the idea of maximizing touch points. The good thing about my piece is that Dr. Fred has already elaborated a lot about service. Jojo has also talked about some of the tools that I'll be using as well. So it's not going to be much something different, but rather how do I fit them all together? The third point that I wanted to raise is how do we convert customer experience into a more formal way of creating a process, hence the service blueprint. And the fourth point is to give you a case. The case is somewhat of I tried to hide a lot of things, but I wanted to show you how it would look like if we're going to apply what we call design for Six Sigma in the perspective of designing a service. Oftentimes, when you talk about experience, nowadays, everywhere you go, you take a picture. Okay? That's why I asked about the Facebook thing. Okay? That's how I get to know what's going on in the lives of my friends, my students. Okay? And that's what's happening right now. Okay? And then it's shifting. Okay? So you get to something different. So it's no longer a selfie. If you read the newspaper, it's an Aussie. Okay? People don't talk about themselves. People talk about ourselves. That's why you have pictures changing from individuals to groups. Talk about customer experience.